So we're out front of the shop today, a little change of scenery for part 3 of what we've been calling the Moto van build. And there's a new name for it. We'll get to that here at the end. The last 2 times we were inside the van, pretty much exclusively, Matt and I spent some time in there talking about the vision, the design process, sort of as the cabinets were coming together. So today we're gonna start with the outside, talk about all those upgrades, and then we'll move in and look at the finished product. Okay, let's start up front. We'll just kind of work our way to the back of the van. A lot happening on this big 170. Bumper is Owl Ridgeline.
Yes, Owl Ridgeline.
Yep.
It's for a full-size bumper. I love the look of it.
Yep.
It's got the little bull bar. It also comes with this integrated lighting.
That's cool,
lights.
yeah.
You can hook up your blinkers and running
Yep.
lights. It's winch ready.
Yep.
Do that.
Of course, it's got recovery points out front with some shackles on there. Those look like they're the customers.
Yep.
Yep.
And then underneath it comes with integrated.
I saw that.
So,
yeah, so like sort of like a 2.5 skid plate system to get all the way back to the underneath the axle.
It's a nice setup.
Cool. We might as well go to tires next. So 275/70, 17, Toyo AT3. It's sort of our go-to tire. Yep. We use it on 90% of our van builds. It works.
Great off-road. They're quiet.
Yep.
And my favorite part, they wear really well.
And they balance good.
They balance better than any tire.
Yep.
So.
Okay. Those are sitting on top of Agile's Overlander wheels. Also sort of our go-to. Pretty much every van you can see has same wheel. Yep.
Yeah, and it we did the full suspension package with the kit, auxiliary shock,
new leaf springs in the rear.
Leaf springs.
Yep. Yeah.
And so he's got the suspension, wheels, tires. Even and Agile wheels have a little offset to them. It gives it a nice look.
Yep.
Without being too intrusive.
Right.
So.
And then new sort of sidestep running board rock slider for us, Avatar, right?
Yep, it's the Avatar. This one we went with the 2-inch drop.
Yep.
It, you know, when you get the van all lifted, it's a personal preference, but they have a flat and then a 2-inch drop. So this one we got the 2-inch drop. It does kind of act as a rock slider. And also gives you that little extra step into the van.
And then this customer actually purchased a rear bumper before he came to us, but it's sort of a unique solution. So it's a bumper with an integral motorcycle ramp in it. So it comes off the bumper and it connects, and then you can take the Moto up.
It's a pretty cool product.
Yeah, it's a cool product.
It looks totally natural, and it's got some twist locks.
Yep.
You take it off, and boom, you can go right up.
And then to get up top, Rome built ladder. Looks.
It's what I like about it, it's got the flat steps instead of round bar.
Yeah.
So you really feel like it's a ladder and you're climbing.
Feels safe.
They did a good job of keeping it nice and tight with the lines of the van.
Yep. And then Flatline Vanco is the roof rack?
Roof rack.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Baja Designs, of course. So 50-inch, looks like 50-inch radius light bar up top.
Yep, and then scene lighting all the way around with the S1s.
Yep.
Sides and rear.
Yes.
And then, of course, we got the Fiamma awning.
Yep. Manual awning.
Yep. And so, like we talked about before, you've got your Switch Pro, you're out here lounging, the awning out. If it gets dark, you can go to the app and you can kick on your lights while you're outside without having to go inside. And
then we climbed up there earlier, Starlink mini mount. And then, which air conditioner did this customer opt for?
So this is the Velvet 2000R Mini.
Okay.
So this one is a great AC, doesn't take up much space, small footprint. So, you know, if you have a roof rack that doesn't work with things, it does fit. And honestly, it surprisingly blows cold.
Yeah.
Like it looks like it doesn't put out much, but I was really happy with
it. Works well, yeah.
It was working.
Did he do a fuel tank yet?
He did.
Yeah.
It's the
45 gallon S&B tank. Yeah.
So that we also do the calibration, so your distance to empty works.
Yep.
And your fuel gauge, everything, you just fill up like normal.
Yeah, so he'll be 700 some miles on a tank of gas.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And then on the rear, we've got power lift.
Oh yeah, Illumines, right?
And that's
so you have bike racks up top, of course, and then a battery that brings the bikes down to you.
It's a really cool product because it makes it so you can open your doors, not have to move all these bike racks.
Yep.
And you just pop in Milwaukee, the wall, they can adapt to whatever. and it brings your bikes all the way down to about this level,
Yeah.
so you can just load them up.
Yep.
Really great product there. And then on the other door, spare tire carrier.
Yep.
So,
Great. Okay. Here we are at the back of the van. We talked a little bit about the smart floor last time. 8 rail system back here, really for motorcycles or to carry different things in the back of his garage area. Of course, water's on this side. Remind us the capacity.
35 gallons.
Yep.
Yep. And
Heater. There's a heater over here.
yep. So we got the S-Bar hydronic furnace
Yep.
with the Rixon's kit.
Yep.
And that's, you know, heating our water, air, all the
Yep.
we ended up doing venting in the rear as well as in the front.
Yeah.
2 air handlers, so it's
Yep.
kind of like dual zone.
Yep. Exactly. And then we saw the cabinets last time, but no tops. Talk about the tops for a minute.
Yeah, so the tops and I think the faces might not have been on,
Right.
are bamboo.
Yep.
We went with the natural finish, kind of tying in with the ceiling. And, you know, just like we thought, it would kind of tie it all together.
Yeah.
It really brings out the color in the floor. We chose a lighter floor color.
Right.
And it offsets the black walls and the
Yeah.
garage.
It looks good. So designed in-house,
Yep.
CNC cut by our neighbor, two
Yeah.
shops down,
Yep.
and then finished in-house, and then of course installed.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's been really great seeing the cabinets come together. You
Yep.
know, from a design on a piece of paper to a computer to real life
Yep.
finished in the van.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to say, like, keeping them skinny, seeing it finished.
Yeah.
It really worked out.
So of course, all the power components are in here, batteries, inverter. What else is housed in this cabinet?
So pretty much anything electrical.
Yep.
Just like think of it like the hub. Down at the bottom of this cabinet, we have all our breakers. We use a nice blue C
Yep.
switch panel, so you have your AC, DC, easy access
Yep.
to it. And then we've got that little storage in the back.
Oh yeah,
Storage.
the
Yeah.
extra space.
Mhm.
And of course it's expandable, so you could add a battery if you needed to.
Correct. Yeah, and being realistic, you could have more than that if you
Yep.
wanted to.
Yep.
I think in this case, we still can have one and keep the storage.
Yeah.
And then we also have quick access for any service needs or just to look at it because
Yep.
it looks awesome.
And then we talked a little bit about the rear door storage last time, but you can kind of see it here in the daylight.
Yeah, we added these Van Essential.
Yep.
This is just a really trick way to take space and add storage bags. The carved door panels are great for kind of that Moto.
Yep.
Dirt bikes that hold cans and oils and things like that.
Yep.
And even got Van Essentials up top, which is normally
Yeah.
just this dead, weird
Right.
looking thing. And so now it's a nice pocket.
Yeah, it came out great. And then he's got his boot holders already in here. We've got the rest of the soft bags in the garage set up.
Yeah, and like we talked about, we got the bulkier ones on this side, which is good for big storage,
Yep.
helmets, whatever. And then on this side, it's just these RB component
Yep.
pouch style.
Yeah, looks like you could stick gloves in there or whatever.
Yeah,
Something.
quick grab items. They actually hold quite a bit,
Mhm.
but it keeps the walking area, which is more on this side, without having to
Yep.
dodge a cabinet.
Yeah, cool. And then I don't think the wheel chocks were in here last time.
No.
So it's probably the only van build we've done where that came with 2 motorcycles.
Yeah.
And so they were fit in here, and then we ended up making some custom brackets
Yes.
for the chocks so that the bikes would sit up straight.
Mhm.
And then of course they tie down by the foot pegs.
Yeah, and they it's a great fit. They come in, you bring one in, bring the next.
Yeah.
And by turning the wheels, as you can see with the wheel chocks,
Yeah.
how they're angled, it not only keeps them upright, but really tight because
Yeah.
the handlebars kind of mesh together.
Tucked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
you get
cool.
a little, it's tight, but
You can
sleep
get by
by
it. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Yeah, and then of course the bulkhead wall is done, and maybe we can lower the door when we get up to the front.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we are lounging up front.
It's nice.
It is nice.
Yeah.
And I mean, the weather's perfect, the door's open.
We're missing the beach, but
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
it's all right.
yeah. We have a road instead of the beach.
Yeah.
But you get the idea. It came out really good. Like the layout came out really good. The of course the fit and finish is top notch. So good job.
Yeah, thanks.
But the layout is nice and it's usable.
It's comfortable.
It is.
And it feels, one thing, sometimes these 170s start to feel like a long hallway.
Right.
And with the split between the garage and the front living area, it's cozy, but it feels roomy without that I'm in a van feeling.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's very purpose-built and it's very specific for a mission.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a ton of like little interesting spaces. Like this upper cabinet, of course the galley. Let's just maybe break it down. So you start with the wall, the wall in the back.
Right, and you'll have your motorcycles up on that side.
Yep.
But with our room divider, don't even know you're toting motorcycles around. And, coming through, it's one of the things we had to really work on spacing was that pass through with the galley, with the overhead cabinet, making sure that it felt comfortable. And what I like is walking around. I don't feel like I'm going to bang my head on anything or, having to duck.
And maybe that's what I'm trying to get at is like this galley works all by itself. The bench we're sitting on works all by itself. Of course, it's a bed. And then the garage is all by itself. It's sort of like 3 different vans within a van.
Yeah, exactly. And the galley, putting it together, designing it, figuring out what the right size, it actually works really well. You got a lot of counter space. You got a sink. We even have the toilet storage.
Right.
Or it can be other storage if you don't bring it.
Yep.
But there's even storage on the front side.
Right.
So, you don't really know there's a gray tank hidden in there.
Yeah, and just, thinking about the way I use a van, all my dishes are up here, maybe my pots and pans, at least the ones I would use inside, bowls, things like that, coffee maker, and that's great storage right above the galley.
A lot of space.
It's big,
yeah. It's pretty big without, again, not feeling like it's in your face.
Yep.
And then not to mention, we got full, from the driver's seat to the back overhead storage. So we got plenty more over here.
Yeah, it's huge.
And then, what we're sitting on is holding our cooler fridge, which can be removed very easily.
Yeah.
And then next to it is
so it's powered, but can be unplugged and pulled out.
Yeah, we wired it so that the fridge can be plugged into an outlet in the drawer.
Yep.
And then, if you want to tote it down to the beach that we're not at, you can unplug it and take it with you.
Cool. Yeah. And then this curtain, we haven't done this much, but it's nice. It does a couple things. It shrinks the area you're trying to heat or cool, right? Because you don't need to heat that while you're sleeping. And then it doesn't make you feel like you're in a van, really. Yeah,
it takes away that just always looking out the
giant
window.
Windshield.
It gives you a sense of privacy.
Yeah.
And good point, it does create some insulation.
Yeah.
We also have the covers for the window, for both sliders. So if you really want it to feel like you're by yourself, you can put those.
Yeah, I think we talked about it in the last video, but there's a ton of daylight in here. There's 2 huge windows in really what's the living space.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And we've got some accent lighting here just to kind of glow. So when you're in kind of bed mode, you've got that. We've got reading lights. So
the reading lights are great.
Pointed, directional lighting.
Yep. And then of course our little control center is here, and you can do everything from one spot.
Yep, exactly. So even if you're in the back, it's like we want to keep it on that wall, so it's kind of a central location. You can run your heater.
Yep.
You can check your water levels.
Yep.
Monitor your batteries.
Right.
And then the Switch Pro main panel's there. We have the auxiliary panel up front.
Yep.
So pretty much wherever you are, you can have access.
If you hear a noise, you can turn the lights on the outside of the van, all those things.
Yep. You can even turn on your air compressor.
Right. Yep. Cool. All right. Well, I'm interested to see this thing out in use.
Yeah. This thing's built to get rowdy.
Yep.
All this with aluminum, the way it's bolted down, using the smart floor.
Yep.
This isn't going to come apart.
Right.
And that's why I really like our construction method is there's no staples, there's no glue.
Yeah.
It is hard fasteners, bolts.
Yep.
And
powder coated aluminum.
Yeah, and little details, we put little foam pieces and make sure they're spacing, and so nothing's rubbing, squeaking,
rattling. Yeah.
So you can really hit those washboards fast and air down because you got the compressor.
Yep. So we'll have to ask the customer when he picks up next week, but he sent us a spare tire cover with a logo, personalized, developed by him logo, says Draken.
It does, yeah.
And then same thing on the grill.
Yeah,
right?
so this part of the fun thing
Yeah.
about, especially with custom van builds, working with the clients to get exactly what they want out of a van, but also get them involved a little bit. And
Yep.
he came and he had some accessories that he wanted added on because
Yep.
they had a name for the van.
Yep.
They had, so he had some things custom made, like the emblem and the
Yeah.
tire carrier.
Yeah, cool. If you've got a project for your van and you're looking for help, reach out to us at SierraAdventureVehicles.com.